everyone, it's Alex. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today. Today I have my finale for my seasonal project pan roulette. This is for the spring edition. Summer edition should be coming up right after this, hopefully. This might be a day or two early or late, and then the beginning one, the intro, should be the same thing. I'm like trying to catch up with drugstore week. Anyway, I'm here to share with you guys my finale. As always, any progress is great progress. I just want to remind you guys of that, just because I know that a lot of my project pans, I'm pretty good at the things that I pick, but sometimes not everything is easy to do. But you know, you get caught up with the hype of new things and you want to try other things out. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I did my best, and that's all that matters. So let's get right into it. All right, let's start off with the one thing that I got tired of, to be honest with you. This is the Lise Watier blush. This was the random thing that came up, was a blush, so I chose this one. Look at this. You could see that I've used it. See there? You could see that I used it. I like the blush. It's just I started to get into the more peachy tone blushes, and this one's more like terracotta, neutral, and I wanted to wear more of my peachy blushes, and then I started to wear more of my peachy blushes, and then I completely forgot about it, honestly. I maybe used this a handful of times since my update, so I didn't get too much into it. My goal was to hit pan or try to see the weight go down. The weight is still the same, so this was a fail to an extent because I did get use out of it. I used it more than if it just sat in my collection, honestly, so I don't mind that. I did not mind that. So I'm very happy that I at least got use out of it, and God forbid this does go bad, at least I don't feel bad that I never got to use it, because it is a beautiful product. Next up was a limited edition item, and I chose my Jade Crush liner from Lancome. As you guys know, I warned you guys I would probably not finish this up. If you look at the tallies, I did use a bit. The only way I really used this was to put it in my waterline, and if you see any of my looks on my channel for at least the last month or so, I use this constantly. I did. You don't need much. You really don't need much. I don't have that much left. I still love this one. I will still continue to use it. It's just that perfect color that goes with almost any look. Like even this look, if I would put this in my waterline, it would look beautiful. Any look that I mainly did with this eyeliner, I love it. I love it. I genuinely enjoy it. I genuinely like it. I have not grew tired of this at all. So I'm still going to use it during the summer. My goal was just to use it up a little bit more, and I did do that, so I think it's a win-win for me. New item in my collection. For that, I chose a mascara. This is the Lancome Monsieur Big. I did use this completely up. I actually really liked it. Surprisingly, I am a fan of the Lancome formula. This is what the actual wand looks like. This one started to flake on me, so I knew I was ready and time to go. It still has a little bit, honestly, but it met its course and met its time. I just didn't like the flakiness that it kept leaving on there, so I didn't want to keep forcing myself to use it just for the sake of using it. I know it's drying out, has like a little bit more left in it, I could see, but it's not worth it for me. I love how my lashes look like when I put this on without anything else. No lashes, no liner, just my normal natural lashes. This looks so beautiful, so I enjoyed it. I think I have another deluxe sample size in my collection. I did meet my goal in using this one up. A glittery product was the next thing that came up, and for me, I chose the Pixie by Petra Rose Gold. What are these? Are fairy light things. My goal was to use this 15 times. I only ended up using this 8 times in total. So technically I used it a little bit more than half of what my goal was, but I used it a lot more than what I would have if it just sat in my collection. And if you guys can tell right there, you could see that it's a little bit of a window there. So you could tell that I got use out of it. I really like this. This worked great if I had a warm look on my eyes. If I would have put it on something like this, it wouldn't look as good, because then you could really see the rose gold undertone to it. I could only wear it when I had warmer toned eyeshadows on my eyes, and that's where it camouflaged and it looked like a glisten within on my eyes. So I didn't mind it. I thought it was good. I got there. It's not a big deal. I wish I would have used it 15 more times. It's just that I tested out so many new products, and I've been trying to rotate my collection more often, that I didn't remember to pull this out more often. So I got halfway there. At least I did more than what I would if it just sat in my collection. An item of my choice was the Mario Badescu Skin Facial in Cucumber, Aloe, and Green Tea. So my goal was to finish this up We started out here, I was here in first update, and now we're down here, you guys. I basically have like 2 or 3 uses left of it. So honestly, I did meet my goal because I don't want to spray my face just for the sake of having this finished, just to show you guys that it's finished. It will get finished. You guys will see this in an empties at the end of the year because I did. Look, that's all I have left. Trust me, that'll be about 3 uses. So in the next 3 days, this will be gone. So technically, I did meet my goal because I used it all up. If it was only up to here, then I would say, no, I didn't meet it. But it's a give me. Come on, people. Yeah, no, I did that. Next, that came up with something orange. And for me, that was the Clinique Concealer. I did already meet my goal in finishing that one up in the update, so I did share that with you guys. It is in my bag of empty, so I don't have it here. It was a deluxe sample size. It was about this big. I did use the whole thing up. I genuinely like that concealer. Remind me of my MAC Pro Longwear as far as the consistency, the coverage, and the wear time of it. Did not crease on me. I would consider purchasing that one. I think it's the same price as the MAC Pro Longwear. I don't know as far as who gets more, so that's where I think I will even it out, like to see which one I get more for my money, and that's where I will commit to which one I will use. Right now I'm using the Pro Longwear one, and I love it. I still love that one. Moving on, an item from a brand I own a lot of. So I chose Becca, and for that I chose the Becca Under Eye Brightener. My goal was to use half of this pot. When I introduced this pot was basically brand new. I had only used it maybe a handful of times, and since then, you guys, look how much I've used. Look how much I have left. That to me is awesome. I used more than half of this. I basically have like an eighth left. That's not even a quarter left on here. So I would say another 2 weeks and this should be done. And then I have one more corrector in my collection, and that is it. I will have to shop for a new corrector, you guys. This product, I will be blunt and honest with you guys. I am not a fan. I don't hate it, but I don't love it. I like it. It's okay. If I had no other choice but to use it, I'd be okay with it, but it's not my favorite. It is too pink undertoned for my skin tone, especially now that we're getting in the warmer months. I want to finish this up because it's really not going to cover anything. It's only brightening, and I'm okay with the brightening, but I want it to cover these dark corners that I have in here, and I need an orangey peachy corrector for that. I now know that. Now I no longer will be purchasing any pink undertone correctors. It is not for me. It's not my thing. I don't see it doing too much for me. I like the consistency of it. I just don't like the color of it. So I will not be purchasing this. If you have warmer undertone, if you prefer to have more of an orangey peachy, don't go for this one. It is emollient and it does work for my dry under eyes, but it's just not for me as far as color wise. So you'll probably see this in the empties because I will finish that up. I did meet my goal on that as well. Last but not least, an item in a color I don't wear. For me, that was another lip gloss. This is the Laura Mercier Baby Berry. So here, look at this. Can you see that window, you guys? So I basically scraped the crap out of this. We started out brand new. We were right here on our first update. And if you really take a look, this is how much is settled down at the bottom. I cannot grab it, so I have just been scraping the actual surrounding on the top because I cannot get the bottom. And I mentioned to you guys, I will not be taking out stoppers. If I took the stopper out of this, I could probably get it out. I am just not a fan of taking out stoppers out of lip glosses. It deters me from using them. I've learned that with just doing it to one lip gloss. It deters me from using it because it is way too messy. I can't travel with it if I want to, and with me reapplying it constantly, I just don't have the time to be messing around with the lip gloss. I just want to grab it, put it on, and go about my business with the kids. So for me, I will not be pulling out the stopper. To me, this is completely done. I have done the best that I could. I'm happy with the progress because that means now I've used too many lip glosses this year, and for me, that is an accomplishment in itself because I've only used one mini lip gloss ever in my life, and now I've gotten done 2 in a matter of 6 months. So at least I know if I put my mind to it, I can do it. So now to recap my goals. My goal was just to use this up more. I met my goal on this one to use the mascara. I was able to use that. To use up this whole bottle, I'm going to call it that I did do that because this is going to be done in 3 days. Use half of my Becca Under Eye Brightener. I did. I used more than half of that sucker. It was a lot. And then to finish up this lip gloss, and I also did that. So out of the 8 products, I believe, I used up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? 1, 2, 3. Yes. So out of the 8 products, I met my goal on 6 of them because the concealer I already used up. So I met my goal on 6, and 2 of them I didn't officially meet my goal, but I still got more use out of it than if it wasn't in this project. So I'm very, very happy with it. If you guys still like this series, let me know, because I would want to know if you guys want me to continue it. I think after summer and fall, I'm going to take a little hiatus on this specific project pan and then try something else for the following year, because I've already done this 2 years in a row. So I want to change it up for you guys. So I think for summer and then fall will be my last one for my seasonal project pan. So I just want to forewarn you guys, if you are doing this with me, you guys know where my mindset is, where my goals are. I am going to be doing my summer intro, and that one will take a little bit longer because I have to do the roulette and then pause the video and then go pick out the product. So I am prepping myself to know what I'm ready to pick if things come out. So I will be prepping for that, preparing for that, so it won't take too long for me to pick out the product. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching and enjoying this project pan. I'm having so much fun with using up my stuff. It is just making me feel so good that my money is being used and abused, basically, in a good way. So anyway, I will catch you guys most likely tomorrow with a new video, and don't forget that a smile is the best makeup a girl can wear.